how's it going? Just gonna quickly go over how to configure MiniMap Manager. Um, One thing you should know is if you are a client joining a server that already has this configured, you don't need to watch this video. Simply download the mods that they've told you and go have fun. If you are a server owner or someone just looking to try out the mod, this is the video for you. This is how to configure everything. The steps to actually configure this stuff is going to be the same regardless of whether you're doing this in local play or in the server side. There might be some slight differences, like maybe you don't need to exit back to main menu and such, but I'll let you know when we're doing this. You're going to be needing three things for the setup. First things first is you're going to obviously need MiniMap Manager, but you're also going to need Modloader. So Modloader, MiniMap Manager, and then some sort of maps mod. We'll be using SquadCalc MiniMaps for this. So that's the first thing you're gonna need. The second thing you're gonna need is some sort of text editor, preferably one that can show you valid JSON. I'm going to be using VS Code for this. There you go. I'm going to be using VS Code for this, but feel free to use something else like Notepad or this website here called JSON Crack, which helps you more easily visualize JSON. So that's the second thing, and then the third thing you're going to need is you're going to need to go to your squad install location. If you don't know how to find that, simply open up your Steam library. You're going to go to squad, you're going to right click it, and then you're going to go to manage and then browse local files. So here we're going to have this browse local files, and then inside of here you're going to look for squad game saved, and you'll be inside of this folder. Sometimes there might not be anything here, sometimes there will. Doesn't matter, just this is the folder you'll need to be in. And that's about it. So in order to get started, first things first, obviously subscribe to all three mods. Once you have done that, you're going to start up your squad game, which we'll do here. Okay, we're gonna wait for it to start up. Okay, and once you have your game loaded up, mods installed, you are going to do the admin command admin change layer Modloader v1. You're gonna hit enter. If you go back to your saved folder, you'll notice that now we have a Modloader folder in there. So you're gonna go in, and in there you'll have the modloader.json. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. I'll open mine in VS Code. We have here, and we have all of these mods here that are currently enabled. We're just going to go ahead and delete all of them. You can also save them to a different text file or whatever, just so you guys don't lose them. Maybe you want to use them later, etc. And then we are going to grab the MiniMap Manager's actor reference. So if we go to the MiniMap Manager Steam webpage, we scroll down. Here we have the Modloader actor path, and it starts with a blueprint and ends with _C. So we're just going to go ahead and Control C that, copy that, of course. And coming back to our text file, or JSON file, sorry, we're going to paste that in. Now you'll notice that it's red on my end. That's because it first needs to be in quotation marks to denote it as a string. So there it is. I've now marked it as a string, basically surrounded in quotation marks in order to make it valid. So once you've done that, you're going to go back to your game, and you're simply going to disconnect. Go back to the main menu. And once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and reload back to Modloader v1 and let it load up again. Now, if you're on a server, then you don't need to do this step. You don't need to exit back to main menu. Just change the layer to anything. It doesn't really matter. Just roll the layer. If you do have a server provider that doesn't automatically update your server files, then you may need to shut down the server and then start it up again in order for all the changes to be made to actually be initialized. So we've loaded it up a second time. You're gonna go back to your folder, and you'll notice now you have an extra folder called MiniMap Manager. So inside of your squad game saved Modloader, now you have MiniMap Manager. So you're gonna go ahead and open that up, and you'll have two folders, one called logs, one called packages, and the M3 config JSON file. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the M3 JSON, and here we have just some normal debug stuff and some packages stuff. You can go ahead and ignore everything. As a matter of fact, you can even delete the debug section. And we're going to go ahead and delete the example string right there. Go ahead and save that. And now we're going to go back to our folder, and under packages here we have an example.json. Go ahead and delete that. It's not needed, doesn't matter. All right, so now what do we do here? So now we're going to first type in our quotation marks to denote this as a string, and we're going to type in the name of the file we're going to provide. We're going to call it SquadCalc with a capital SquadCalc with a capital S and C. We're going to go ahead and save that. And back to our packages folder inside of MiniMap Manager, we're going to make a new file, and we are going to call it SquadCalc, exactly the same as the previous one, dot JSON. Yes, I want to change it. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and open up this file, same thing, VS Code again, or Notepad or whatever you're using. And now we're going to head over to the Steam Workshop page for SquadCalc _MiniMaps. We're going to scroll down to this config to copy and then this Google Drive link. Go ahead and click on that. And you'll be given this file. Now you can either download this file, or you can just simply Control A and then Control C, or select all and then copy. It's completely up to you. Actually, it's probably better if I do this manually, because it did copy the document name, which is not good. So yeah, just copy the contents of the file. Make sure you don't copy anything else on accident. We're going to go back to our squadcalc.json file in whatever text editor you have. Paste it and save it. Now I don't have any errors, so it looks like everything is good. So just to go back really quickly as to what we've done so far, we have added our actor reference into the modloader.json file. We have added the file name into the m3 config.json under the packages array. And then we've made our SquadCalc JSON file and copied all of our SquadCalc config into there. So now we just need to go back to our game, and we're going to exit to main menu just one more time. Like I said, if you're on a server, go ahead and just roll the layer to whatever you'd like. If you need to shut down the server to update the files, and so be it, go ahead and do that. And we're going to go back in just one more time. So admin change layer, Modloader v1. We're going to enter. And there we go. Now you can see MiniMap Manager has injected itself into the game. You can change the topographic or terrain map, and it works. And there you are. You're done.